Right, I see it hanging outside the. Is that your window? What is it?
Yeah. That's I've got a couple of bike racks out there.
Okay.
To try and alleviate some room from the garage.
Good idea. Yeah.
And so to all you mums out there today, happy Mother's Day. We love you all. We appreciate you greatly, and thank you for putting up with us and keeping us alive.
What Jason
amen
said.
to that. Amen to that. Yep. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah. So we'll go around the room from the bottom this time. Mr. Paul Price, how's your week been, buddy?
Oh, fairly productive.
Well, at least it wasn't reproductive.
No, it's been a long time since that's happened.
Yeah. So what did you do then? You know,
I was going to say, Paul, does that mean you made like 5 models this week if it's only fairly productive?
3.
10.
3. Okay. Well, it's 3 more
pick
than
up
me.
your game, mate. Pick up your game.
Hang on.
So what did you make, mate?
Hang on. I'm just going to try and switch cameras.
Oh, look out.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, heaps.
Oh. There. Oh, well, pick the damn things up. Okay.
That made it easy. Hang on, mate. Hang on. Let me get it. Let me go to my... There we go. We'll go... There we go.
Peugeot 206.
Yep.
That light on the right-hand side here, mate's a killer on that.
That's not much better.
No.
Hang on.
That's it. Hey, that's a lot better. Put your hand behind it, mate. It should come into focus, hopefully. Nah.
No, unfortunately.
Hang on. Let's try something different.
And we got 8 in the room, so if anybody wants to like it, that'd be awesome. If you don't, cheers. We don't aim to offend, but we do it easily. That's better, mate.
That's the little pug.
Yep.
There's this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Chevelle, yeah.
And look at those decals.
Very nice.
Very nice dedication, mate.
Thank you. And
contestant number 3.
This is the latest one.
Are you on the Huey?
Yep.
Is that a 48th or 35th, Paul?
48.
Okay.
Just waiting for the decals to arrive.
Nice.
Mate, that is great work. And we'll just get back to normal layout. That is awesome. Speaking of decals, thank you, my brother. They came yesterday, Friday afternoon.
Oh, that's good. I made it up there.
They made it up here safe and sound, so it was pretty bloody awesome. Thank you. Mr. Bildrate, sir.
Yes, Buff.
What have you been up to, mate?
Oh, not much, except for trying to stay dry all bloody week.
Yeah, it's been a bit moist.
But I got a little bit done. I should really have my gloves on for this.
You finished that Black Pearl yet, or what?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Hang on, mate. Let me get you up there.
Very nice.
It looks pretty bloody, mate. Love your chrome work. Well done. Very good.
Wow.
I love the shine on that thing, mate. That was very glassy.
Hasn't even been polished yet.
Yeah.
Did you paint the chrome on build, or is that like bare metal foil or something?
Bare metal foil is way beyond me. So I cheated.
Oh, chrome pen. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Looks great. And one thing those 50s cars had was plenty of chrome. That's for sure.
Oh shit, yeah.
Bill, this is how you polish the 2K. Okay, that Done.
Yep.
I've got glass, like cleaning glasses.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Anything else been on the bench, mate?
No, not really. Just been sort of just taking my time with this because it's like the first car build that I've like tried to be very serious with, and not only that, but first time using the 2K and all that. So yeah, just plodding along with it, not pushing it. If I start getting aggravated with it, well, that's when I put myself on a timeout and walk
Good
away
for
from
you. Good for you, Bill. I'll tell you. Yeah.
So I think,
Best
well done,
policy
mate.
in the world. Get up and walk away.
Just to let you know, Wombat has sent his apologies due to family commitments being Mother's Day here. So that's fully understandable. And I'm not sure if Jim is going to make it, but he was, I don't know what time it is there, but yeah, if he can, he can. But they'll, him and Ed will be here next weekend at 11 a.m.
Great.
So
Excellent. Good. Look forward to it.
Another 2 in the room at least. And there was a
Yeah.
few from Got Fuels that might be hanging around, which would be fantastic. So that's good. So, Jim, how's your week been, mate?
Oh, it's been okay, thanks. Spent most of my time, the weather's getting nicer, so I've been on my bicycle and I've been going to the animal shelter. And I'll tell you, this damn getting older stuff, man. I come home after a couple hours there walking dogs and I ride my bike there and back. And
Yeah.
I think, okay, I'll catch a nap, get some food, and I'll get some model time in. But nah, it's been slow into a crawl. I got a little work done today. Started painting that Folgore, that Italian fighter plane I'm working on.
Yep.
And the Tiger, well, anybody build a Dragon kit, I've come upon fit issues that I'm going to have to kind of take my time walking through and getting it together the right way so it lines up square and without too big of a gap in some areas. So I
reckon that's any Dragon kit.
Well, almost any Dragon kit. I've had some come together very well, but this one is going to require some clamps and some gluing and some holding in place. And yeah, it's going to need a little bit of extra care to get it together. Oh, is that a Cyber Hobby or is that Dragon?
Tacom.
Oh, Tacom. Okay. Yeah. Full
Yeah, I've got
interior.
a series of those. So
Yeah. That's about 2,000 parts then, I'm guessing.
It's got shit tons.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But yeah, other than that, not much as far as modeling goes. But the weather, yeah, it's been great. Been outside and took the dog to the groomer, got him all trimmed, primed, and proper. Looks better, smells better. So that's about been the highlight of my week.
Awesome, mate. And well, James isn't here at the moment, so we'll crack on with mine. Paint, more paint, shelves. So I'll get everybody a look at the. So all up here, got all that going. That's the $5 desk. Still stuff on the floor, as you can see. More stuff there, storage there. So that's the Lancaster. That's the Spitfire. That's something. Don't know what that is. That's bits of Spitfire and tools. So yeah, just sorting that out. There's my dedication build once I make space on this bench. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So yep. I've been checking on the postage for your paint and Tim Tams. It's out for delivery probably tomorrow because it was cleared yesterday in the States. So it says received by postal carrier. So you should have Tim Tams once Ed gets it. I don't know how long it takes the normal postage there, but once Ed boxes it up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to combine it with my Icky Sticky order that I put in.
Yes.
So he's going to put them both together and then ship them off to me. So that's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. Yeah, customs is probably where this stuff all languages, I'm guessing, with international order.
Mate, one day I get, so I've got a notification. I can tell exactly where it is, what it's doing. And it was less than a day. It was in customs. And then,
Wow.
So it's on its way to Ed either tomorrow morning. I don't know how they work over there with your postal service.
Well,
in Australia,
they move stuff through the system on Sundays. There's no actual mail delivery on Sundays, but they move stuff through the system, and then come Monday, wherever it is, it moves on to the next level. So it's somewhere right now. But yeah, that's great. I mean, customs is what I figured was the king of the bureaucratic clusterfuck for international parcels.
No, not with mine. It's all sorted, so that's good. We'll move on to you, James. What's your week been like, mate? Besides having the Monday off, and
as mentioned last weekend, took him to Moranbah for a BMX race. He finished 5th out of 14, which was great. Earned himself $70 of prize money for 5th. It cost me $1,000 for the weekend to get him there and home, but that's not the point. He got himself into the finals, so which was great. I got the landing gear.
Hang on, mate. Hang on. Well,
hang on.
Calm your farm.
All right. Got me a little Spitfire.
Very nice. Very nice. Nice paint scheme. I like that.
Good.
But yeah, so on this side, the sky color band was a bit crooked. I know exactly where I stuffed it up. I can fix it without having to sand anything. I can just remask it, so that's good. But I have spent a lot of time sitting in front of it, umming and ahhing what bit to do next. And after I finish that band, I'll get onto the yellow leading edge stripes that are on the front of the wings for the marking identification. I've never painted them on before, so I can only give it a go.
Yeah, have a crack, mate.
Yeah, that's it. I can't cheat and use any decals because I don't have any. So paint it will be.
Rightio, and hang on, we'll get you out of there. What are we doing? I've got to put that back up. But next couple of weeks, we've got depending on this whole US thing, I should be releasing these. I've just got to make up some labels. Hang on.
Are they the brushables?
Yes, they are the brushables.
All right. Excellent. Like that. Like hearing that.
Yeah, doesn't everybody? I was sick of getting emails. Oh, why do you have to wait till you get this number? Why do you have to wait? This is my business. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like people just must think it's fucking magic fairies just go click and.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know how many people know it's a one-man show. Maybe it's thought that it's group of people or assembly or something like that.
Oh, I had somebody saying, "How many people do you have making your paint?" Me.
It's almost It's all those Oompa Loompas you got.
Fucking me. But one of the guy in the States, the big guy, said he was put on to me because of the amount of interest in outlaw in the States. And he said it's like meth for modelers.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, once you start using this stuff, I mean, like I said, you can put it in the airbrush, spray it, and you got your work done. I mean, I couldn't, for a guy like me, I couldn't ask for anything better than that. You know, working with mixing ratios, I'm okay at it, but you know, there's nothing scientific about it with me. When I hear people say, well, it's 60% this and 40% that, I'm like, okay, well, I'll try my best and see if it comes anywhere near that when I mix it, but you know, you don't have to worry about that with Outlaw. It's literally paint and forget.
That's it.
So,
You forgot the consistency of milk.
Yeah,
what is the consistency of milk?
Yeah, there you go. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Good one, James. I think I've been hearing that since I was 20.
But it's
full
the
cream milk.
consistency of the color at all times. You can go to the end of that bottle and you'll get the same color. Like you don't.
That's
you can
right.
empty the whole bottle. You're not throwing all you have to do is throw a bit of thinner in it, and you've got a mixing bottle at the end of it. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Jason,
because
did you,
you use everything in it.
did you tell the guys about that other country you got an order from?
Azerbaijan.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, think about this, Jason. You can say you can get a T-shirt made up. I'm big in Azerbaijan.
But you know what the best part about all that was? The greatest part about I told my father, and he said, "So proud of you, son."
It's great.
That was the highlight of it all.
Yeah, I bet.
Like this guy paid nearly $90 for shipping for 6 bottles of paint.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah.
To have somebody willing to pay that amount of shipping for 6 bottles.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, well, I mean, he knows what he wants. That's for sure. You got to give him credit for that. I know how it is. Though. I ordered from Cyber Hobby in Hong Kong because I wanted some Dragon is issuing some of their armor kits from the 2000s and the 2010s, and they're only making so many of them. So I hurried up and on an impulse buy, I bought them. And I looked at the price of the shipping. I was like, you idiot, you dummy. You know, you never order something that the shipping costs more than the merchandise. And that's what happened with me. So I learned that. I paid for that impulse buy, but I got what I wanted. But yeah.
Yeah.
And some very reasonably big news has not been confirmed, but there is a 90% chance this deal will go through. That Outlaw paints will be available in Asia in November.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Not only that, when you get a Hong Kong model, the Outlaw Paints call out will be in it.
Oh, wow. In the directions?
Yes.
Really? Wow. You're making a big time, Jason. Good for you.
Yep.
As in Hong Kong models, the guys that do the big.
Yep.
That's all right. That's good.
And there's another Asian model company as well. I can't think. I know their name, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But that's
there's a lot of them out there. That's like Ukrainian model companies. There's a lot of them out there.
We'll be in the color call out for those, and by February we'll be in ICM's color call outs.
Nice.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Awesome.
Excellent. Because they're really pushing their own paint brand. ICM.
Yes.
Yeah.
But our paint brand is different to their paint brand.
Excellent. Hey, man, that's great, Jason. It's a good example of an individual businessman making it to growing the business. That's what it's about.
That's it.
It's an example of having good friends with positive attitudes that support you when you're down to pick you up to keep going.
True. Yeah. There's always going to be a low point. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Because model. This business isn't built with a drive to be rich. It's driven to the modeler.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The rich at heart.
People who can't afford haircuts like Bill.
Well, it's kind of the same thing with historians. You know, you talk about a bunch of people who spent their lives in classrooms, and then they go to do what? Work in classrooms. And you know, you don't have any rich historians talking on the touring circuit. They're just doing it because because they love history and they're geeks about it. So,
yeah,
you know, it's kind of the same thing. But I'm glad to see that your business is growing, Jason. It's great stuff. But you know, on top of what you're talking about, your product backs you up.
Yeah, that's the part.
You know, it's not just a big speech about how I came from a humble beginning and now I've got this. It's that you've got something that counts. That's you know stands up and says, hey, this is quality merchandise.
Well, I got a postcard the other day, and I'll go and find it. It says to Jason at Outlaw, "Thank you for making the best paints in the world."
There you go, man. Yeah, should post that.
I'll go get it. Hang on.
Yeah. You should frame that or something and put it in your workspace.
Take a photo of it and put it on your website.
Yeah. Good idea, James. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
That'd be a good testimony.
Certainly. Yeah.
Put it in the review section.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it all over the place.
That's it.
Good God.
That's it. So.
Well, you know, you'll make a bloody 10x12 poster of it.
He'll hire a bloody a promotion board on the Bruce Highway.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, go big screen. Let's see this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very good. Okay.
On an egg plane. Haha, that's cool.
Well, that is a good link for you to have because that's egg planes are kind of like for the younger generation of modelers. So you're going to integrate your paint in with not just old timers like me, but you know the younger crowd that's building stuff like egg planes and Lego models and you know Bandai stuff. The Gundam. That's the word. Yep. I was looking for. Gundam. That's where modeling's going as far as most younger folks. I have seen some people, you know, some younger folks build military and, you know, traditional stuff like what you have in your shelves behind you, Paul. And so it's there, but, you know, it's going in a different direction. And I'm okay with it because I wanted to keep moving forward. You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's happening with that. So, yeah, pretty stoked on that. So this week it's going to be a mix of hopefully making paint, getting orders out, building my overhead shelf, whatever that I need to build here. Setting up cameras and that first. So I've got that ready to rock and roll. Once that's all set, then I can locate tools and crap that I need to get hold of, like always. Then I can put a model back on the bench, like a Spitfire, and maybe even a tank. Who knows? Bill just laughing, and Paul's fucking pissed himself. James having a funny thing about it. And yeah, I can balance some building into it, which would be great. I know I won't be here on the 8th and 9th of June. So I've got to go up north. Because what are we? 12th of June, May already. Wow. So yeah. But between now and then, it'll be basically up making paint and whatever time I've got left, finishing off the modelling desk, tidying up here so everything's accessible and well lit. That'll be a good thing.
Yeah, that's important to be able to see what the hell you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got all my lights. I've got lights here and there, and putting out a bit more content on Aussie Scale Modeller. But just enjoying time with you guys on Sundays is awesome. So
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you know, it's 2:25 a.m. here, and that's okay with me. I mean, not working anymore. My sleep regimen's all gone to hell anyhow. So you know, I'm sometimes awake at this time of day anyhow. So crazy as that sounds, but yeah, I was tuning into Peter earlier because he's 12 hours ahead of me. So his 4 a.m. is my 4 p.m. So I always tune into him on Saturday, and hopefully he'll come in along. I told him you guys are on normal time, so
yeah, that'd be good. We got
I can see that residency and immigration regulations are pretty tight in Thailand. Apparently, they got their set of rules and they're going to stick with it.
okay.
Well, he can't be too tight. They still let him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good girl.
And they let him buy a bike.
Yeah, that's right. He was talking about that tonight. Yeah. Or I should say yesterday. Now, for me, anyhow.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do it. He wasn't going to buy a bike, but he had to buy him one. So,
I just told him to stay away from cats.
well, how can you do that? Isn't that staple diet?
No, that's no. Hang on. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I was thinking of dogs in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. In some Asian countries, that is something to consume. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to that famous Chinese restaurant, Mi Yao.
Yeah, well, there's one in Ballina on the coast from me, and it was called the Hoi Xing, but for years all the locals called it the Miao Ming.
Yeah, I went one in Chinatown called Katsun Dog.
Is Jason? Is that a God Hands banner behind you?
Yes, it is. It's the anniversary. I've got the anniversary edition of God Hands. So,
Excuse me.
I gotta get a set of those. I got a Tamiya set pair.
Oh, the icky sticky ones, good, just as good.
Yeah, true. Right, icky sticky. Yeah, that's right. So
I've paid $180 for my nippers. Yet Monique's do the same bloody job. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. That's it. Yep. Icky
But
sticky.
I just thought it was real. It came with a banner and everything as a promotion and that, and thought they do make great products. Like there's no doubting about that. But that's actually most stores or that have that in their store window or front or inside. It's a thing of honor to have that inside there. So I thought that's pretty cool. So once that's all tidied up, it'll be great. There's still crap here, crap there, all under there. I've got to paint up one of these.
Oh yeah, is that a Monte Carlo?
Yeah, Monte Carlo, and it's being done in the 3, of course.
Right. Well, that's simple color, black.
Yeah, the black 3. I've got another one there that's blank. That's going to that slot car guy, Travis there. He's got an awesome channel, good human.
Yeah, I watch his stuff regularly. He's dedicated to his craft.
And yeah, he's a lovely human being. He's just a lovely bloke. So
Is he up near you? Where you're at?
No, he's Melbourne, mate. He's where seasons change all 4 and 15 minutes.
Yeah, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes.
No, hey, that's our saying here in Chicago. Okay, so that's well, you know, we in America, we took it from somebody. So
America. Hang on. So every time I bring this up, she'll go, oh, say, can you see?
Put it on the large screen. I couldn't see it.
Here we go, Jimmy. Sing along with me, buddy. Sing along.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Can
you see?
By
Well,
the
that's-
God,
I'll take personally for me. I'll take "God Bless America." It's an old song written by Irving Berlin, and it has a far more emotional flow and appeal to it.
I thought that was Donald Trump.
The
God
Star
bless
Spangled
America.
Banner. Star Spangled Banner is the lyrics were written over an old English drinking song by the man. What was his name? Francis Scott Key. So it was actually originally intended as a poem. Someone put music to it. I don't know if Key put the music to it, but the original, if you look up the original song, it was sung by rich English guys at their parties, and it's got some pretty good lyrics. In fact, I think it's got better lyrics than the Star Spangled Banner. It's
Snoop Dogg would have redone a remake of it, but anyway,
it's pretty funny. But I prefer "God Bless America" myself. It's got a more patriotic ring to it and feel. One of the most beautiful songs is "Oh Canada." I love that one. I heard that all the time growing up as a kid watching hockey games.
The Advance Australia Fair, Australia's national anthem, was originally a poem.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's just words, and then eventually someone creates music for it, and you get a national anthem. It grows strong enough in popularity. I mean, in America, the national anthem we have, as we call it now, wasn't instituted until I believe 1931. So it was that's a relative newcomer as far as history in our country. Anyway, I mean, you guys go back way longer than us, but so anyway, I was just went way off topic there. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've got a little Bowie here that I really would like to get home. Like, I know I keep talking about getting into it, but it's just this little Bowie, to me, a Bowie. Mosquito. Sorry, I mean.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I tell you, those 72nd scale Tamiya aircraft kits, boy, they're really sharp. There's a guy out there on the this Welshman who's building like crap loads of models, and he bought a whole bunch of stuff off eBay, including a bunch of those Tamiya 72nd scale airplanes. And wow, they pack a lot of detail in those small kits. They look great.
And that one there.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's I've got a couple of those in my stash. That's a great model.
Yeah, so it's just bloody time. It's just, I think that's what's pissing me off. Oh, not pissing me off, but just frustrating at the moment.
That's that one.
Oh, mate, that's great.
That's
Who built
148
that?
there. I threw that together going by the dust about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Did you taste the dust to confirm it?
6.
Okay.
That's nice. I love those. I love those shark pattern American mid-war Pacific planes. The Hellcat, Avenger, Corsair, Dauntless. They look beautiful in that. I've got a TBF. I've got an Avenger, and so yeah, I love that pattern. My favorite one.
Why is Bilge on mute?
Because I'm
Okay.
spraying, and if the compressor cuts in, you guys won't hear crap.
Oh, you are such a
Very
lovely young man.
professional. Very professional. I like that.
Such a gentleman. Why don't you have a missus?
Because
Because she wanted to play for the same team.
Oh, okay. All right.
she'd like to go down to Tuna Town. She was a sister sister.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So did everyone? I mean, my mom's been gone a long time. I'll go to the cemetery on Father's Day because Mom and Dad are together in the family plot. But anybody calling their mom today, wishing her a happy Mom's
Yep.
Day?
Yep.
Sorry, don't have a Ouija board.
Pardon me?
I don't have a Ouija board.
Okay, yeah. Well, I could put flowers on her grave and wish her happy Mother's Day from there. So but anyway, it's Mother's Day, so we gotta say hey to
Yeah,
mom.
My wife's at work and she doesn't get home till 7. Wow, she's meant to finish at 7 p.m. If anything like last night, I think it was a bit after 8 p.m. she got home, and we only live 10 minutes from the hospital. So when she gets home, the kids will wish her happy Mother's Day then. But she messaged me at 9:30 this morning asking if I could go to the cheesecake shop, buy a cheesecake, take it to the hospital, so they could celebrate Mother's Day together as the workers at work. So
And did you?
Yeah, I went and bought them. It was a wild berry glazed cheesecake.
Ooh,
Very nice.
Sounds good to me.
And
Cheesecake of any time, son.
I'm
Any
doing
kind.
it brownie points.
doesn't get me
So,
anywhere,
Jim,
mate.
What do you know about cricket, Jim?
Cricket. Well, I know this. I was just thinking about this earlier today. People say American baseball is an American game, and I don't really think it is, because we took part of it from cricket and part of it from another game called rounders that the British used to play. And we have terms that you use in cricket, like inning, and your batsman we call a batter, and you got a pitcher, you throw the ball.
That's a bowler.
I don't know much about the game itself, except that
we put drinks in pitches.
It's played all around the world, I think, right?
And the best part about it is that you American wankers claim in baseball that you're the world champions of your own series. We're the world champions.
That's right, yes.
But we don't play anybody else. This is a cricket ball, Jim.
Six-stitcher.
This is
the only game in the world that can go for 5 days and still not get a result.
Okay. It looks similar to a croquet ball.
Yeah, no. So that one says, to Jason, happy 40th, Glenn McGrath.
Oh.
And that is
and that's how we...
Oh, that's how you throw it? Okay.
Bowl, Jim, bowl.
That's how you hold it.
Bowl it. Okay. That looks like a split finger. Jason, the way you're holding it kind of looks like a split finger fastball.
No, so so you've got a shiny side and a dull side, so you can swing the ball either way, or you can hold it just across seam that way, depending on that angle you seam.
Where do you think your sandpaper?
Slower ball like that, or you can go like that, or if you're a spin bowler, you hold it like that and go like that. Or the other way is off spin, leg spin, out the front is a flipper. So there's so many different there's 2 different types of bowling. There's fast bowling and spin bowling. And we catch with our hands, not with a glove.
Now, with the by the way you were holding the ball, Jason, with all the different finger grips, you look like you were showing a series of pitches, as I understand them in baseball. The way because that's how you manipulate the ball to move toward the batter.
Yeah.
Now the aim in cricket is it to deceive the batsman and get him out?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's the same thing with
in cricket. You get to be
set him up, and he's going to give you a sitter.
So in cricket, you only get 1 out. As a batsman, you don't get 3 misses or whatever.
Right, 3 strikes and you're out.
You only get 1. That's it.
Okay, one swing and miss and you're down. Okay.
And in baseball, you can swing.
Cricket.
You can miss. I mean, like you can miss. It's got to hit the wicket.
So, but in cricket, you can get bowled where it hits the stumps. You can get caught. You can get run out. You can get stumped.
LBW.
Leg before wicket, LBW. There's a couple other ones called man cad where you touch the ball before, in case if you're too far out of your crease. Run out. So there's all these other ways you can get out. And with baseball, you've got, you miss it 3 times or whatever, and you're out.
You can put the ball in play and then hit to an infielder or fly the ball out to the outfielders or something like that. Yeah.
But in baseball, you've got innings.
Right.
Like 9 innings or whatever.
9, yeah.
So in cricket, depending on if it's a one-day game, you've only got one chance. You don't get another shot, you're out. That's it. 1 inning.
Oh, really?
You don't get to come back. You don't get to come back and have another go.
Okay.
In Test match cricket, which goes for 5 days normally, you have 2 innings, so you get 2 chances. But that's it. No more.
So if you hit safely, could you just keep going?
Yep, you can score 100, 200, 300 runs.
Right, yeah.
Well, you stay on the bloody wicket until you're bowled, caught, or stumped.
And so this ball, at roughly bowled at 100 mile an hour or 160k, will arrive at you within 200ths of a second of it leaving my hand.
How far are you from the batsman when you bowl it?
22 yards.
Okay, that's 60. Yeah, that's rough. See, there you go. There's another example. The distance from the plate to the pitcher's rubber on the mound is 60 feet 6 inches. 22 yards is 66 feet.
Oh, 22 feet. Oh, sorry, it is not 22 yards. 22 feet.
22 feet. Okay, well then you're 1/3 the distance. Okay, but I was thinking yards, but okay, okay.
And that ball's coming at you at nearly 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, I could see that. At 22 feet, there's not a whole lot of time.
No,
and it bounces first.
At that speed, most batsmen in the world are playing it before the ball gets to them.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. You do. Yeah, it's split second reaction. Yeah. Okay. Do you bowl from a flat surface?
What's that?
You bowl it from a flat surface, like we get a pitcher's mound, which is
so it's flat. The pitch is flat. It's called a wicket or a pitch, but it bounces before it gets to you.
Oh, it has to.
Yep.
It doesn't have to. If you do, it's called a pull toss. If it's above your waist, so no ball. But so it bounces, and when it bounces, depending on what type of, because it's a grass pitch wicket, it can go left, it can go right. It can bounce in the same spot at the same length and go different heights. It can come into you and go away from you. I mean, with one of these, I've broken a bloke's jaw in 2 places.
Oh, it'll knock you out or kill you if it gets you in the right spot.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I could. Getting thrown at that velocity at 22 feet. Yeah, you don't have much time for anything.
No.
We had a guy I knew. I actually trained with him, and you guys you Aussie boys, I know Phil Hughes.
Yeah.
He got hit in the throat and it burst his artery and he was dead.
Woo! Dangerous game.
Yep, but we catch that with our hands. No gloves.
Right.
So when it comes to you in the outfield, as you call it, you catch it with your hands. There's no put one glove up. You have to be able to catch it.
And when it's caught, what happens? Is that an out?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a wicket. Yep, that's an out. That's 1 wicket.
Okay.
There's 10 wickets, so there's 11 players in the team plus a 12th man. He doesn't normally play. He can substitute as a fieldsman, but can't bowl, cannot bat. But there's 10 wickets, so there's only 10 wickets in an innings.
Okay. Well,
there's no batters that fill their bats with cork either. They're all solid wood.
Watch some YouTube, mate. Watch some YouTube on cricket.
You know, the old saying is, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Ask Richard Nixon that. Yeah.
Look what happened to him.
Yeah. Well, look what happened to him. He wound up getting pardoned. He walked away from it scot-free.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yep, there you go. I am not a crook.
I am not a crook.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, a lot of younger folks don't even know who he is. But for me, for the longest time, Richard Nixon was like the butt end joke for Americans. You wanted to compare someone to something bad, you compare him to Nixon.
And
Wait, that's enough.
so watch some YouTube on it, Jimmy.
Pardon me?
Your homework for this week is to watch some YouTube videos on cricket.
Ah, okay.
And if you find the right one, you might even see the one where our Prime Minister's drinking piss with the boys.
For the Australian team, yeah.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Hey, you got to have a little fun, you know?
But you'll appreciate it more and go, it's like watching rugby league versus NFL.
All right. Well, I like rugby. It's a faster flowing game. It moves much quicker, and there's no stop, start, stop, start, stop, start.
Yeah.
And it's the same team. There's no one team going off and another team coming on.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's
No offense, no defense.
Yeah, my girlfriend's sister played in the college rugby team, and we used to watch. She played on the outside. She was what is that? A winger?
Winger.
Yeah. She was a leaner, thinner girl, but they had some girls. They had one girl they called Booty because she had such a big rear end. She was right in the middle with the where all the action was. But anyway, do you guys in Australia, football much of a sport there?
NFL.
No,
AFL.
I mean the
Rugby league.
English, like Premier League stuff.
Oh, soccer.
Yeah, well, they call it football. I call it soccer or football. The Spanish
I call it a great
football.
place for those who aren't sexually of the same page together.
Take some of the toys with you.
It's like the Academy Awards of sport.
Well, I'll go with you there. There is we've got a penalty in certain games like hockey and basketball where if you flop, if some guy just taps you and you drop to the ground, they'll send you off for diving, as it's called, or embellishing, because you're trying to draw a penalty.
Yes.
And
Diving is a fine art in soccer.
it is indeed, Paul. You are right about that. I don't watch much soccer, but when I watch the World Cup, there's these guys who are just great athletes, and they're dropping like girls at a ballet.
They're great
concert.
actors.
It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. It's like, man, because some of them are so bleeding obvious. It's like, my God, I mean, they ought to give them all red cards.
Or Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Well, you're delaying the game, man. The game
Or a
is
skirt.
long enough. And there you are hitting the ground, and it's like, no. We don't need you adding extra time by pretending to be hurt. Get out of here. So,
Well, and that is one thing with soccer. The most I've ever seen is 13 minutes of extra time. Like if all these people didn't fall to the ground, they wouldn't need that extra time.
yeah, I've always wondered why the clock keeps running. In everything we do here that's got a clock for the game, when there's a ball out of bounds or whatever reason, the clock stops and then it resumes when play begins. So that when 60 minutes of playing time is up, 60 minutes of playing time is done. There's no extra time. That's kind of interesting because that can make those matches last 3-4 hours sometimes. And then they go into a draw or a tie where they go into penalty kicks. So I kind of like the game, but I prefer rugby better because there's more action. It moves. Soccer moves, but there's more action in rugby.
The skill level in some of those soccer players is phenomenal.
Indeed. Just their cardiovascular to run that field.
Unbelievable. But then it takes it away from the diving. That just, I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I agree, Jason. You're right. It killed because soccer is on the rise in America. In other words, we're starting to get people who are generationally getting better as players. Because if you look at World Cup competition, why does the United States never qualify? Because we're not good enough, man. I mean, what the heck? There's, it's like Jamaican bobsledders. It just doesn't happen.
The American women's football team, soccer team, got beaten by an under-15 side in America.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. It's just not popular enough yet. It's strong because we have a high contingent of Latin American population, especially in
17-0
Chicago. So there's
they
a
got
lot
beaten 17-0.
17.
by under 15s,
Whoa,
and the woke American female captain says we should be getting as much money as the men. I'm like,
Why?
how? Why? You just and because she put out, oh, we can beat any male team there is, and you got beaten by 17-0 by under 15s.
Well, in this hemisphere, we've got Argentina and Brazil. And those guys are like the creme de la creme. They're right up there with whatever European power there is in soccer. But no, I don't. I watch the game sometimes, but there's a lot of give and take to it. So I could see why you got to be in great shape for soccer, because you got to run that big field back and forth. And they only have a few substitutes per game, right? I don't think they can move guys in and out like you can make a line change in hockey or something like that. So.
I think there's three reserves.
Is there? Okay. I know this. We're talking about soccer. The other day I was going to pick my dog up from the groomer, and it was raining. It was raining pretty heavy. And so in the local park, there was...
Hello, Aussie Tricky. Welcome.
Hey,
buddy.
Tricky. Oh, yeah. It's funny. I'm not even looking at the chat. It's right there to the right of me. Hello, everyone out there in chat land. Hello. So anyway, I'm driving by this park, and it's like I said, it's raining pretty heavy. Well, they got the kids still running soccer practice in the rain, so I guess they're trying to toughen them up. But
yeah, well, it's not a game that stops for rain. That it's played in
true.
all.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless the weather's dangerous, that's a different story.
Right? Yeah, if you got lightning in the air, maybe.
Yeah. But it's something that's played all weather.
Yeah, you're right. I see games in like Germany and France, and it's not.
I'll be back in a couple of
warm
minutes.
there.
They even play in the snow.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen snow coming down. Yeah. But well, I mean, these were like grade school kids.
Yeah,
they were like 8-10 years old, and I guess that's part of the game. It's like you want to play soccer, you got to be ready to play in any weather.
Oh, that's it. That's exactly right. Right.
Yeah. Well, we have
up the mighty dragons. Dead set, Matt. Get yourself alive. We all know Parramatta's going to go good this year, sometime. Not sure when, but all these years of membership, I've got to be worth something.
You're not getting a good return on your investment there, Jason?
It's been a very big investment over 53 years, but what can you do?
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Live in hope, the eternal optimist.
Hey, Jason, send out an invite to Aussie Trekkie, and if he wants, let him in so he can show some of his
oh man, you should see the bush truck he's doing.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Hang on.
Please do come in, Aussie Trekkie. I have perused some of your clips on YouTube, mate, and
I've followed him
things I would make, but it is impressive. I have seen it, mate.
Oh, how's the Enterprise he's doing with all the Aztec? That is insane.
And it's all done
in private chat. No, it won't.
It's all done in on his kitchen table.
Yeah.
No. How am I sending him this link?
I'll
just post it in. There we go. Aussie Trekkie, hit that, buddy. It's coming up.
Please come in, mate.
Yeah.
No, some of his work is just phenomenal. I remember a scratch build he did years ago. It was from an old be called Jewel, and he scratch built this truck and trailer and mate.
He's building. I see some of his videos. I'm looking them up right now. 1-200 Titanic. Geez, what is this? Does he have his own? Does he have like a separate home for his models?
No.
Because that is a lot of model. I've seen other people build those 200 scale ships. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Jim, look at that behind
it's like
me.
the people that build 1/32 scale aircraft.
Jim, behind you. Look at that. There's 3 1-200s there.
Where are they at?
Right there.
Oh, they're all still in boxes.
Oh, they're in the boxes. Okay.
There's 3 there and there's 5 downstairs.
Yes, that's right. I remember seeing you did have them laid out in the old
Yeah.
the layout you had downstairs. That's right.
So Aussie Trekkie needs to get his laptop out, turn off Pornhub, and get his camera going, and put clothes on. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. That is yeah. I'll have to check out his videos later. But he's got quite a few. I see. An enterprise he's working on, or worked on, or is working on. I'm not sure. I'll check him out though. Yeah.
Yeah, no, his enterprise is quite impressive.
Now, was that the first generation enterprise, like what Paul has?
Oh, I can't remember exactly, but I know he's on the Aztecing on it. Paul, you'll probably know.
Okay, that might be the next generation one.
If he's done Aztecing on it, it'll be a refit or the next gen ones.
Right. Yeah. Boy, talk about
the TOS is completely smooth. No color differentiation.
Right. That's right.
But, yeah, it took him so
What do you
long.
got there, Jason? What's that you're munching on?
Icky sticky lollies.
No, jelly beans from my grandchildren.
Oh, okay.
It says Poppy's lolly jar to share with Damien and Lilith. They're not here right now, so Poppy's eating them.
Well, I'll tell you what, my teeth are starting to get to the point where I got to have my jelly beans as soft as pancakes in order to eat them.
But I have not a tooth in my head.
I asked my dentist one time. I said, "Can't you just tear them all out and give me artificial teeth? I mean, that way it'd be one and done." And she said, "No, then you'll lose your taste buds." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
No,
yeah. I don't know. I said okay, but I teeth, and they're like eyes. They just never stop giving you trouble.
I had a tumor in the bottom. They took out all my teeth in one go, screwed up the gum so I couldn't get dentures. And then he says, "Oh, it's only about 80 grand to get screw-ins." I'm like, "No, 80 grand, yeah."
Oh, implants? Yeah, they're 10 grand a piece.
Yeah, I'll just pull that out of my hip pocket.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. I mean, holy, yeah. Well, I don't know about in Australia, but here in America, even if you've got an insurance plan through an employer, dental coverage is not much beyond standard cleaning and X-rays. So you run into something serious where they got to do some surgery or gum work, you're paying 50% at least of the bill.
Oh, one was done free. But they don't give you the replacement teeth for free. But the dentures are free. But
that's right. You have national or
Medicare.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Standard government's provided insurance. In America, it's all private industry. It's ridiculous. We spend more per person for insurance coverage in the world, and our options are a dog's breakfast, to quote Montgomery. Unless you've got a job and then you get a decent health plan you can afford through your employer, which taxes them. And, it's just keep your teeth healthy. That's my tip. Then you don't have to open up your wallet.
I'd never lost one in my life. Never had a filling in my life up until that.
Well, I can't get away from fillings apparently, and I brush and floss and I do everything I can. It's the damn coffee. Funny thing is, I turned to coffee from Coca-Cola because I used to drink Coke that was coming out of my ears, and I was gaining all kinds of weight. I shake that off, and I drop a good 20 pounds, 30 pounds, and then now I'm hooked on the caffeine.
So I wonder where Aussie Trekkie is.
Probably setting up his laptop, hopefully.
Well, he's got a nice looking Kenworth anyway.
Oh, mate, his truck builds are phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what he's got on his what the hell you call that thing that people go on to.
Here he is.
Oh, here we come.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait for it. He's coming in slowly. beaming him up by the look of that.
I guess they're having trouble in the transporter room.
Yep.
I'm on
That
now.
could get messy.
I'll get a lock on.
Here he is. Beam me up, Aussie Trekkie. How are you, buddy?
Welcome.
Sort of.
You know, you could have been Aussie Star Wars. That would have been better. But anyway,
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
good,
Not
mate.
bad, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
If you'd like to be part of it on the weekends, mate, let us know. We love to have your happy, smiley face on.
Cool. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
at
Yeah.
least- you haven't got the hairline of Paul and
No,
Jim, so that's good.
doesn't look like it.
Nah. So, mate, James is all excited, and we've all seen your YouTube. But if we go full screen, have you got anything you can show us or share with us?
Well, you've been talking about my Star Trek model, so which is the refit Enterprise and Star
I
Trek
didn't
motion
do
picture,
that.
So if
Yeah,
it comes
guilty
up,
of charge.
that's the
Oh,
Yes,
there it is.
terrific.
Okay.
Aztec
okay.
pattern I've been working on for weeks and weeks.
Yeah, I would guess. How do you paint that?
A lot of time and effort with paint masks. I don't have them. Yes, I do. I have the paint masks here with me. I bought them off of the internet, but basically they're the paint masks that go on. There's some of the ones
Oh,
I've
okay.
used
A
so
mask
far.
set. Okay.
Are they
And then
vinyl or paper?
Vinyl. So you put them on, paint the color, and then take them off and put new ones on and paint the next color.
Very good, mate.
I looked at that
So-
for mine and went, no.
What's that?
I looked at that for mine and just went, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is my second one that I've done. The first one took me over a year to paint, so it's a big job.
Paul sounds like he made a very quick and honest decision.
Yeah.
I can actually still show you some other stuff, but I'll have to get it.
You're right, mate. You're right.
Yeah.
James has gone for a private moment by the look of it.
He's probably dealing with kiddies.
Maybe he was a bit shy and, you know, couldn't cope with seeing his hero.
Probably gone to buy some hair or something.
Here we go. Hang on, we'll get you back to full screen.
I just got to readjust. Okay,
Yeah,
so this is my Kenworth T800 that I built
Oh,
from
nice.
Carlisle that you'll see on the Dalton Highway in Alaska and on the Winter Road.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Those big log trucks. Yeah.
Going to the oil field, so I've extended the chassis on there, added the chain rack, scratch built the headache rack at the back, the toolboxes, everything on it.
So it's an
Big
ice road
rig.
trucker.
Yeah. Right. Ice road truck.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm currently working on the load for that. I've done a few videos, but at the moment, this is just the front end of the load that's going on the trailer. And
Yeah,
it's going to have a push truck behind it as well, another version of the T800,
Wow.
which is going to be completed 6 feet long.
Wow.
Wow, mate.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I'd say so. 6 feet. Woo, boy.
Yeah.
Nice work on extending that trailer too.
Oh, actually, the trailer, which is right here, I don't think it'll even fit in frame because that's about 5 feet long, which I've completely scratch built.
Holy
Wow.
moly.
Crap.
So
Wow.
as you can see, to me, that's the trailer, and that hasn't got the booster behind it. So this is the booster that goes behind it, which the push truck will connect up to the back.
That is awesome.
Wow.
The whole
That's
thing's
all
completely
scratch
scratch built.
Yeah, that is impressive. Holy
Mm.
I think it's been about a year and a half since I started this build.
Well, mate, if you're not doing anything next Sunday, 11 a.m., we should have a couple of the other American boys on here.
Okay.
And if you email me at jason@outlawpaints.com, I'll
Which I
send
won't
you a link,
remember.
mate.
Oh, okay.
So if you can email me, that'd be great.
Yeah, I won't remember your email address. Sorry.
Okay. Have you got yours on your?
Yes, if you go to the About Me
Yeah,
section,
right.
it'll come
I'll
up
email you,
there.
mate.
Yep.
And be great to have your personality and your skills on show, mate. It'd be great.
Yeah,
There's
that's very
definitely a few
impressive
of them.
stuff. That's 25th scale.
Yes. So
Okay,
I've
that's great. That's
probably built
really impressive. Wow.
20 or 30 different trucks in my time. There's all my Star Trek models are fully lit up, sound effects, everything.
Wow.
Well, we
That's very
can't show
cool.
them all at once because we got to tease people.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
Even
you
my
gotta-
M1200
raw.
scale battleships and the Titanica all got lights in them as well.
Oh,
Wow.
So-
I do all my
This
own
is
electronics.
Josh Wisdom.
I'm just
Okay,
going
buddy,
to sort
that's
the
been
kids'
you, mate.
dinner. I'll be back.
Mate,
I was telling them about the Jewel, that truck you built from the
Yep.
movie Jewel. I remember.
That
Oh,
was-
really? You've got one of
Yeah,
the Peterbilt truck. Nice.
I can go get it.
Yeah,
right,
that's
mate, wait for you.
that's iconic for me as a kid seeing that film. That was
Yeah, well,
that
he
was
scratched this.
yeah. That's Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg when he
What
was
is
just
James
young
doing?
man. So that was
Did you
before
run
he
out of
made
tissues
film
already?
Jaws. Pardon
I
me,
think
Jason?
he's doing that. I think he's doing a parenting thing.
Yeah.
I think he's doing something else. I don't know. Hang on, mate. Let me get you to full screen.
Okay.
Oh wow,
That's
So that's
nice.
very nice.
I built that in 2016, so it's just covered in dirt now from the dust.
Well, that
Very
adds
well
to
weathered,
that
mate.
adds to the effect
That's
of
weathered.
the truck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure. And then
You
there's
got lots
the
of Arizona dust on there.
trailer as well.
Wow, that is nice.
I remember when you first started that.
That is impressive.
That was
Very
a while
good.
ago.
Yeah.
I've got some good photos of that, and people have thought it was photos taken of the real truck.
I could see why. That
It's
looks
bloody
great.
cramp, mate.
So,
Dead set.
Nice. work.
James is still not there.
Might have got to get a
Um,
new tissue box.
Oh, you mate, you've got an effect on him. You've just had an effect on James, and it's a bit sad that a man of his age is just all excited and has to get more tissues. But so hang on, what? I'll just go. I open another window. I'll put that over here. I'll go there, and I'll go there, and I'll go here. Just I thought I'd already subscribed to you, but I hadn't, bud. So you now got from me to you, Aussie Scar Modeller. You now have another sub. More. Yeah, I'm not a robot. I'll submit that. Copy that. We'll go here. Gmail. Pose. Wow, why are you taking so long? Paste.
One thing I will be doing, Scott, is I've got the hood 1200, and
Yep.
I actually want to do what you done with all the I-beam and that underneath.
Oh
the,
yeah, all the missing
Yeah, all
tail,
the missing
the detail on
detail.
the forecastle deck.
Yep.
It's
And I
such a
thought it-
visible area. It needed that extra detail.
Yeah. It was just
Are those
You wanna
all
check-
trumpeter kits? Those 200 scale models?
Yes.
That is I've heard they've had some hits and misses on their ship models. I would like to get
The very front of the Iowa and Missouri, they're actually the wrong shape, so I've had to refix them on my ones.
yes, that's what I've heard. Some of their ships are just not quite right as far as shape and look.
And also on the Iowa Class 1, the whole stern of it underneath the bottom of the hull was the wrong shape as well. I started to fix it on my Iowa class, but I think I bit off too much more than I could chew. So it was just such a big job, and correcting it to the right shape was almost impossible for me in my skill level.
Well, you got great skill, mate. I think you can conquer anything. But on the trumpeter, like with my 200 Titanic, I've got the build plates that I ordered at the back of the stern plate. So ordered that.
My 200 Titanic, my hull was completely warped, completely out of shape. So I've had to reinforce it, everything to try and get it back into shape. And I'm still having trouble. The very top deck, the boat deck, the top of the superstructure on the sides is still bent out sideways. So I've got to find a way to clamp it in to get that top deck to even get in there.
Man,
Was that due to molding or due to crushing in the box?
No, it was the way it was formed in the mold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take it out too soon.
It had a wave completely all the way through it down the length of the hull on both sides.
You know, the money you pay for these things, you'd figure that they would have a little bit more diligence in their quality control. And I mean, my God, I've got some Dragon model kits where I've had warped parts like lower hull and upper hull stuff, but not too bad. But I mean, the dough the money you hand out for 200 scale kit. Come on, guys, you got to do better than that, in my opinion.
The 200 Titanic that I bought here was over $700.
Yep.
And then when I even contacted Trumpeter about the hull and see if I could get a replacement, never got a response.
You won't.
Yeah, well, that's at risk of offending anyone. Unfortunately, I think that's how the Chinese operate. Silence is their form of communication.
They won't deal with the individual. They'll only deal with the distributor.
Oh, really?
Mate, that's trouble dealing with the distributor.
And obviously, the distributor's not going to contact them for one person.
Yeah.
Like, even though I got the Scardex deck for the Titanic, and that was nearly $700 US, like Australian. I got the Pontos and the HK extra photo etch on that, and the Midwest Model Shop. That's where I get all my other 3D stuff from as well. And the other guy I source, he's in the UK, I think he is. The upgraded photo etch sheets for the Titanic, like all your inside, all your cabins, and like the grand staircase and all that sort of stuff. So
I've got all those bits for my Titanic as well.
yeah, but the price of them, it's just
So I've got staterooms and everything in it.
yeah, they're just unreal. And like the lino for it, I couldn't believe the price I wanted to charge for lino. I'm like, I can go out to bloody Carpets Galore and get a sheet of lino. Dead set.
Does it come wet, like pre-wet, or do you have to wet it yourself?
Yeah, no, it's ready to rock and roll. But it's basically these little sheets.
Yep.
And $120.
Yeah.
Well, aftermarket stuff is expensive. There's no doubt about it. For that
crazy
stuff, it's even more so, I guess. I mean, but may I ask you, where do you store all these models once you well, not one just when you work on them, but when you finish them? 200 scale.
They're all over.
Small.
They're all over the house.
Okay. Yeah,
I've got them everywhere.
Yeah, that's a lot of room. Wow.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's very impressive. I mean, I'll check your channel out for sure. I'm gonna take a look at it. I saw some of the some of the videos you got, and yeah, I want to peruse that stuff. So
Like,
Back
I've
on
watched
the
so many of yours, and I've never gone, I can't believe I haven't subbed all this time. Like, I watch the channel, I'm going, oh, wow, wow, wow. And then just today, oh, I haven't subbed. What the freaking hell? Just keep doing what
Back
you're
on
doing,
the,
mate. It's phenomenal.
yeah, back on the 20th anniversary of September 11, I did a build for that, and I completely scratch build some of the fire trucks that were at the World Trade Center,
They
oh
come
really?
out.
Okay.
and they've got all working lights and sirens. Everything works. I'll go grab one of them, and you can have a look.
Wow.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine likes to build like trucks and emergency equipment. And one thing I don't know too many of in America, model makers that make modern day emergency equipment, not stuff from the 70s or the 60s. I don't see. I don't know if there's anybody that makes them in 25th scale or any scale for that matter, so, except for die cast. But modern day emergency equipment is pretty cool stuff to model.
These
So,
trucks are pretty much scratch built.
if I can get into frame,
Okay.
that way. That's my ladder
Hey, mate.
3. That was one of the trucks at at the
Nice.
scene. So I completely scratch built that except for the cab, and the ladder goes up and down, it extends.
Wow.
If the buttons work, I should be able to get the lights on.
Huh. Very neat.
That is
So
nice.
That's
I've
cool.
got 3 of the fire trucks. I've got one of the ladder trucks, and I've also got one of the FDNY ambulances as well.
Now,
That
you
was
wire all
completely-
that stuff yourself?
What's that?
Do you wire all that stuff yourself?
Yep, everything. The light bars on here, I built the circuit boards, everything for them myself,
Wow.
Well done,
Holy
mate.
and then all
moly.
the programming for the flashing sequence and everything. It's all run
I'll
off
go
an
take up
Arduino.
knitting.
Yeah. Bravo, sir. That is, it's one
Oh,
thing to
it's
make a
so
model, it's
hard
another one to
to
make it
see.
operating. That is really cool. That's a show grabber right there with lights and stuff like that. Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's
for sure.
incredible. My goodness. What
When I've
scale is
got
that?
125.
125. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing. I was just telling the other guys that it's hard to find here in America models of current day emergency equipment, like stuff you see at airports and fire departments. It's mostly older mold stuff like American LaFrance and stuff from when I was a kid. I mean, it seems like some of these companies are not stepping forward with newer vehicles. Which I
Yeah,
think
that's it. That's why I ended up scratch building it. I'll go get my tower ladder.
we got a one-man show here.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. I'm just blown away by the amount of detail on those things. And with a flip of a switch, he can have all the lights running just like that. That's not just a model. That's a museum exhibit.
Aussie Trekking, mate, he's right up there with Simi. Like, see my big BMW with all his
Okay.
light work he does.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. C&W modeling you're
Seamus.
talking about?
Yeah, it's Seamus.
Okay.
Oh wow. Holy moly.
And
Yeah, there we go. So that's the
Holy
tower
Jesus.
ladder. So everything goes up and down. Outriggers work. Bit stiff at the moment, but then, as you can see, it rotates.
Holy cow.
And again, lights and
That's all
sirens.
scratch built, isn't it?
Yeah, all scratch built completely. So
That's incredible.
all the outriggers at the front, up and down, as you can see, the ones on the side, they extend. And I've just built that from looking at photos. The ladder, the boom extends out. It goes probably 5 feet up onto the wall when it's fully
Wow.
extended.
Ow.
And as you can see, my commemorative for the
Right. Yeah.
September 11. So
I got
That
to take
took
up
me-
knitting.
Bravo.
that took me
sir.
nearly 2 years to
Bravo.
build. So
Oh,
That's incredible. These are all showstoppers to me. It's unbelievable.
So, because September 11 has some meaning towards me, I thought I should do something for it when the 20th anniversary came.
Yep.
Well, very, very well done. I mean, that's
I remember where I was that day.
Yeah, I know where I was.
I
Hang on,
remember
Bill.
being at work and then coming home to watch Married with Children, and then it was just plastered on the news.
oh yeah.
Bilge, where were you?
I was in the lounge room
Oh,
with
okay.
my missus, and basically I remember I was watching the news, and then all of a sudden they broke in with breaking news about fire on the Twin Towers, and I was watching it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hang on, that looks like a plane, a low-flying plane in the background, and that's when the second plane hit, and I was just like, get fucked.
I was on Mighty Warship Brisbane,
Yeah,
sailing from Hobart to Geelong to de-ammunition on its paying off trip.
yep.
Night cooking, so it was like about 2 a.m. or whatever it was, when one of the communicators ran through going, have you seen the news? And it's like, mate, do I have a fucking TV in the galley? No. And then he told me, it's like, holy shit, what's happening? It didn't change anything we were doing, but it was still a holy shit.
Yeah. It's one of those moments you see some, especially when that second plane hit, and it goes right through the building, and you're like, "Holy mac!" Yeah, it's happening right in front of you. Yep.
It's like it looked more like watching a TV show or a movie than real life.
It did not seem real.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine what Pearl Harbor must have looked like to those who went through it and witnessed it, or those living in Pearl City, right next to the port, or the raid on Darwin in February of '42. You know, all of a sudden your home's turned into a firing range, or your place of work's turned into a firing range. So, yeah, New York's an hour ahead of us, so I got to work that day, and I got in and heard about what happened, and within 3 hours, the whole downtown Chicago area just bugged out. Everyone went home. I was working at a photo lab at the time, and the owner decided to stay open, but there was nothing to do the rest of the day. Everybody went home. There was a no-fly zone put over every city across the states. The Air Force was out. I mean, this was almost like War of the Worlds.
Yep.
And, then, of course, you heard about what happened at the Pentagon and what happened in Pittsburgh with the airplane hitting the ground. So, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of events happening within a short period of time. And, it's like what you say about what combat veterans go through. Their eyes see it, but their mind can't process it. And you see that, the law enforcement personnel, people like that see all kinds of stuff like that every day. And in this world of instant communication, we saw it happening for those who could, for those who caught it for that second plane going through, and look what happened as a result. When they came crashing down, that was like, whoa, this is some serious shit.
When I go to New York at the end of the year, just at Christmas time, I'll be taking my son to the memorial.
Oh yeah, the Freedom Tower or whatever it's called. Yeah.
I can't say I'll be taking my daughter because she'll probably be dancing, so I'll take my son.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Been there, haven't you, Scott?
Yeah, I've been to New York a few times. Every time I go there, the first place I go is to the site.
Yep.
And walk around there for about an hour.
And time probably passes so quickly, but you don't realize. It'd be like going through a memorial garden or a cemetery. You're not. Time doesn't stand still, but like you're not thinking about everything else around you, let alone time. You're just absorbing, reading, of what's in front of you, and it really changes your mind.
Yeah, being in the moment, in the what am I trying to say? Present in the place is very different from seeing it on television. I mean, like I've never been to New York City, and I don't know when I will be. But if I do, that would be one of the places I'd like to visit for the sake of being there and seeing what it's like now, knowing the World Trade Center was as iconic for most Americans for the longest time because it was right there in Lower Manhattan. You couldn't miss it, or miss them, I should say, both buildings.
Well, it's part of the skyline.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Right,
it.
right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Home Alone.
I'm sorry, Jason.
When Home Alone 2, I think it was, when he was on the top.
It's also in Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, they had to reshoot it.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, look, for the longest time, films that were shot on location in New York, World Trade Center was usually in it because that's not necessarily. Well, I forget what I don't know what I'm trying to say exactly, but I mean, it's that lower part of Manhattan is like
An iconic location.
Exactly. You got it, with all the bridges going across to Brooklyn and then across to Jersey. Yeah. Yeah. So I remember seeing it from an airplane. I flew out of Newark Airport, which is northeast Jersey. It was a connecting flight I was going out to Connecticut, or pardon me, I think it was Connecticut. Anyway, I saw the shipyard there at what is it, Newport News? I can't remember exactly. It's a long time ago. It was before 9/11. It was like in the mid '80s, but you got to see the spread of New York, and it's a big city, man. There's a lot going on. I mean, I'm in Chicago. They call it the second city, but there's like 8-9 million people that live in the city of New York. So Chicago, we've got like 3 million tops. So it's a big difference.
And
Back on the modelling quickly. Here's a little teaser for you. So I've just done a quick dry fit.
yeah,
It's
mate.
looking good, Bill.
Sweet. Nice. Very nice.
Looking good, buddy.
I like the
Yeah,
color.
It's all outlaw paint.
Thank you, bro.
Oh God, that's an ugly look.
Yeah, great.
Only a mother would love.
Yeah.
I had the ugly tree planted on me.
But anyway, guys, we're getting into an hour and a half here. I'm going to go and help my darling wife still more, Mother's Day. Mate, I sent you the email. You should have it.
I haven't received anything yet.
Yeah.
Probably
It'll be
bouncing
there.
around the country.
It went into my spam one. That's why I hadn't received it.
There you go. So, gentlemen, as usual, an absolute pleasure to spend time with you all. Next week, it's 11 a.m. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining in. Those that stayed, those that went, we really appreciate you all. Mate, if you're available next week, we'd love to have you. And into the future, you're a fantastic modeler and a great bloke. Guys, have a safe
Thank you very
week.
much for joining in, Scott.
Have a safe week. Thanks, James, for getting him on as well.
No
And
worries.
encouraging him and probably destroying all his dreams. But anyway, see you, mate. Huzzah, Jeff. Huzzah. Guys, an absolute pleasure. To everybody, take care, and it's all good, and catch you later, eh?
Thanks a lot,
Thank
guys.
you.
See you
Cheers,
next
everyone.
week.
Have a good week.
See ya.
Okay, bye-bye.